little disappointed in the books I was able to get through. I got through 7, and some of them were graphic novels. So June is just such a busy month. It's my birthday. I went on a work trip. There's just a lot going on. It's always very busy. But the books that I was able to get through, do you know what? Looking at them now, all but one book was a 5-star. 5-star, 5-star, 5-star. So, actually a very good month. So let's begin with the book, the one book that I started last month and completed in June. And that is, I'm so sorry, like, I hate looking naked. I don't know what to do about it though. This is the Book Thief by Marcus Zusak. Now this is I think I told you a little bit about it last month if you watched that video, but it's a teen novel written in 2006. I think I would consider this like a modern classic now, and we're following a young girl named Liesel or Lysel. I think I was saying Lysel in my head, through mostly her childhood in Nazi Germany, so in the early to mid 1940s. And what's really unique about this book is that it's not told in her point of view, it's actually told through Death's point of view, which is really, really cool. Because obviously during this time there were a lot of deaths, so it's really interesting to see from his point of view, talking about that side of things, and then coming back to Liesel. But this was a 5-star, beautifully written. Like, I don't know if I'd read this as a child if I would have fully comprehended what was going on, but I loved our characters. Liesel is poor. She witnesses, I think I can say this. Okay, maybe I won't, but something happens, and she ends up having to live with foster parents, and it's called the Book Thief. So at this incident at the beginning, she finds a book in the snow and takes it for herself, and this kind of snowballs into her like stealing books throughout her life, which is a fun kind of addition to the story. And so yeah, through the years they're very poor, so we see them struggling as Hitler is gaining power through the 40s. And obviously this is a novel, so who we are following are not real people, but I do feel like it still gives you a good glimpse into that time. Of course, we'll never know what it was like in that time, and I don't want to. So, you guys warned me about how sad this book was gonna be, and yeah, I went through like the first, I don't know, like this much of it. I was like there are some really sweet moments. It's very much about, at its core, about love, about friendship. So really heartwarming. But then you get to the last. Well, there were some things, a lot of things also throughout it that were sad. But the last 100 pages, I just name wrong, right? I'm pretty sure his name is Max. Sorry, I finished this at the beginning of the month. But amazing. I feel like everyone should read this. Very sad, but very important. And also full of love. Okay, I don't feel like I did this book justice with what I said about it. But it was amazing. Okay, my next five-star read was actually a reread. I've been slowly going through my collection of Andy Weir books. Andy Weir, he only has a few, but I think it was last month I reread Project Hail Mary, which is one of my favorite books of all time. And this is another novel of his. I would say his least popular, but they're all 5 stars in my opinion. So this one is, excuse me, Artemis. Really cool cover. I first read this when it came out in 2017. Like, this is probably a first print run because I've had this since. Look at how faded that is. So funny. So this book is about, it's, I guess I would call it sci-fi dystopian, because more sci-fi, they're all sci-fi. It takes place, I actually don't know what the year is, but it is the future, and humanity now has a compound on the moon, and there's about 1,000 people that like live there full time, and it's a very, popular place for like rich people to go on vacation is on the moon, and Artemis is the name of the compound. So in this one we are following a young woman named Jasmine, and she is very, I don't know, I love her. Like, she's hilarious. She's very outspoken, like snarky, rebellious. She kind of she runs, makes a lot of her money through the like black market, smuggling things in from Earth for people who live in this compound. And then one day she gets this deal that she can't turn down, and things kind of take a left turn because she doesn't have very much money. So this one, out of all of this, is much more character, story, plot driven, like less scientific experiments, sciencey talk. You know what I mean? I sound so dumb right now, but it is just so good. I love Jasmine, love the characters, love the story. Love the moon setting. So good. He needs to release more books. Like, I understand why it takes like 5 years to write one of these books, but still, I need an endless supply. Coffee break. It's not very hot anymore. This is one of my Illuma Great mugs. I think this is Jade City. I love their mugs so much. Okay. And next, I am going in the order of when I finished them. By the way, when I read them / finished them, the books. So next is my only not five star, and that is I think I just watched a spider crawl under my ring light. We have so many bugs this time of year. Okay, anyways, this is Homo Deus. He was saying Deus. Deus. Homo Deus. A Brief History of Tomorrow by Yuval Noah Harari. Actually, I had started this one last month as well. I just remembered. Yeah, because I told you guys I was listening to this on audiobook, which I would definitely recommend Yuval's books on audio. I feel like, well, one, the narrator is really good too. I don't know, I just feel like I better understood them that way, especially with like words that are unfamiliar to me and pronunciations and stuff like that. It was very helpful. So this is the sequel to Sapiens, a very popular nonfiction book, A Brief History of Humankind is that one. So this one is A Brief History of Tomorrow. This one came out a couple years after Sapiens, so 2016, I believe. And I loved Sapiens. I thought it was fascinating and really well done. Of course, there are criticisms to everything, but I didn't find any major criticisms myself with this one. This one I did not love as much. This one felt a little bit more all over the place. There was still a lot of history in this one, which like makes sense. You can't really talk about the future without history as well. But I don't know, I just didn't resonate as much with this one, and there were more concepts in this one that I felt went over my head a little bit. Like, I can admit that. But everything he said about our potential future, right? Like, everything is a possibility, nothing is set in stone. This is just about where, like, the world is at now and where he could see it going, which, fair enough. Like, you can't be wrong with your predictions. I mean, obviously, if they don't come true, but, like, you can't have a wrong guess. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, I don't know, it just wasn't my favorite. Although a lot of what he did say about our future, I feel like is coming true. So, it's a little scary, like with the technology and the way the world comes together. But yeah. What did I read this one? 3.5 stars. Because I still enjoyed my time with it. But not quite as much. Maybe 3. He does have a couple more books though that I do still want to read. A newer one as well, Nexus, that only came out last year. So. Okay, and now for the cutest books that I read. I finally have been wanting to sit down and read this trilogy since I got it. That is the Tragon Society. These sound so good. this panel on my wall because the art is stunning and just cozy and just like wraps you up and like holds you in this book. So the first one is the Tragon Society. So these are obviously fantasy that kind of circle around these little tea dragons. So there's a different like breed of dragon for every type of tea. So this is chamomile, who is my favorite. He's so cute. And this book, we're mostly in the point of view of Greta here. And this is, oh my god, what's her name? Minette, that's her name. Minette. And she's kind of like a doe slash human. Lots of different types of creatures in this. What was the main plot of this one? Kind of a lot. We're just kind of introduced to everyone. Greta's kind of finding her purpose. Minette is new to the little town. But like, just look at the art. Like, I'm so obsessed with it. Like, I can see myself picking these up and just flipping through to stare at the art. Some of the pages where it's like sunset and it's all purple. I'll show you in another one. But yeah, fully obsessed. And then the second one, the second and third are a lot thicker. The Tea Dragon Festival. This one actually goes back in time to see a little bit of the origins of the owners of the little tea dragon tea shop. Let me see if I can show you a really pretty page that is also not going to ruin anything. But yeah, we're introduced to some new characters in this one. Okay, maybe not. There's some really pretty stuff at the back. That might not ruin anything. But just, oh, it's gorgeous. And they sound so good. And then the last one. I don't know, there's something about this last one that like had me fully entranced in it. Like, I enjoyed my time in this one so much, maybe because I was already familiar like with the setting and with the characters. But oh my god, there's also so much going on in this one. With her little tea dragon and Greta and everything. Everyone like finding their purpose. Yeah, like so stunning. Anyways, like I said, 5 stars. And then the Schwab's newest release. 5 stars, obviously. This book is full of raging lesbian vampires. I mean, what more could you ask for, really? Yeah, this is a fantasy about vampires following 3 different women on 3 very different timelines. We have a woman born in the 1500s, one born in the 1800s, and one born in the 21st century. And we see how all of their lives intertwinkle, you know, and I'm just so amazed at how much life and story, character development, plot she was able to fit into 550 pages. Like, it's actually kind of wild. This is just the tour page that they sent with this. But oh my god, like, she's such an amazing author. My little bug friend is back. Yeah, you can probably go. That's okay. But like, her writing, like, I know some people love, you know, like, super lyrical, flowery, poetic writing, but I find if it's too flowery, it can kind of take away from the story, and you're just left with a bunch of metaphors and like words. So that's on like one end, and then the other end you have like writing that is too simple and not really doing anything for you, like not written well. And V. Schwab just has the perfect balance of beautiful poetic writing while still being very easy to read and consume and understand. Like, she just has the perfect mix of every writing style to just be so enjoyable and easy but beautiful. And I admire that about her immensely. This book definitely feels like The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, which is so nice. So nice to kind of feel in that world again. When I saw her speak, she said, like, where Addie LaRue is, it's also like fantasy and historical fiction bouncing between times like this one, but where that one is about hope, like love and hope, this book is the antithesis of that, and not about hope whatsoever. There's lots of death, you know, with vampires. I feel like vampires and death go hand in hand. Lots of blood. But just would so recommend. I know some of you have already read this, and I've also given it 5 stars. So yeah, I could definitely see myself rereading this one day. I need to reread Addie LaRue. I meant to before I started that, but I didn't get around to it. So those are all the books I completed in June. I am currently reading one other book that I honestly thought I was going to have done, but again, I didn't, and that's okay. But I finally started Reckless by Elsie Silver, the fourth book in the Chestnut Springs series. I have been mostly reading this on my Kindle, but I'm over 50% now. And guys, like, I liked the other books, okay? All the other 3 are like 3 stars, but I could honestly maybe see this one being a 5-star. What? I am freaking eating this up. memberships up. I don't mention them